Carl Gustav Jung was born 26th of July, 1875 in Keswall, Switzerland, the only son of a Swiss Reformed Church evangelical minister. His family was steeped in religion. He had 8 uncles in the clergy, as well as his maternal grandfather, and his earliest playgrounds were churches and graveyards. He says he began his intellectual life with a dream at the age of 3, where he descended into a hole in the ground which led to a large chamber, carpeted in red with a golden throne on which a huge fleshy tree trunk sat. He then heard his mother saying, "That is the man-eater," and he awoke in terror. Decades later, Jung came across a reference to the motif of cannibalism in the symbolism of the Catholic Mass. And only then did the image of the man-eater make sense to him. He realized that the Dark Lord, Jesus, and the Jesuit and the phallus were identical, representing a dark, creative force in nature, the investigation of which he pursued throughout his life. But it was God that really interested Jung. He felt that he was tempted to think unutterable, sinful thoughts in order to experience grace. One vision he had was where he gathered all his courage as though he were about to leap forth into hellfire, and saw before him the cathedral and blue sky, with God sitting on his throne high above the world. And from underneath the throne an enormous turd fell upon the sparkling new roof, shattering it and breaking the walls of the cathedral asunder. Instead of damnation, Jung felt this vision was an act of grace. He had been shown another side of God altogether, different from the one his fathers and uncles spoke of in their sermons. Those around him seemed hypocritical and empty. He brooded, seeking in vain his father's library for more information. This is from The Temple of the Sacred Spiral, linked in the comments.